Why he got his filthy little hands on good sis? Hey, new besties. You don't know me, but my name is Key. I'm obsessed with dramas, and so it's time to talk about some mess. I'm recapping and reviewing and reacting all the R's to the Castaway series on Netflix. I know I'm late. Listen, I know I'm late. Honestly, none of my friends watch K-dramas, so yeah, I'm gonna talk to you. Okay, so here's a quick rundown of episode 1. Oh, by the way, there will be spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled, click off right now, besties. The grown folks are talking, okay? I know the show, again, came out last year. I know. Okay, I know. I know it came out last year. But if you're like me and you're late, then you probably don't want to be spoiled. So click off now. I'm gonna give him a second. We have our main characters, which is Seo Mocha and what is that baby name? Junki Ho. We meet them as kids, and Seo Mocha was living a hard knock life. Okay, her dad is abusing her. I don't even know what to say about that. I want to like sling some expletives, but it makes me uncomfortable. We're moving on. And then, of course, we have Junki Ho. Now, he's also apparently living in an abusive situation. Which, like, why was abuse so prevalent back then? Like, this is set in the 1990s, right? So, why was abuse so... why was abuse so prevalent back then? Seo Mocha wants to be a singer. He idolizes this woman named Ranju, who's apparently hot stuff in Korea right now. She is sizzling hot in Korea, okay? And so she's like, that's my idol. She's holding a contest to find stars. I'm signing up. And she gets a shot on a call, but Junki Ho disconnects the call. He's a hater. Oh my god. He redeems himself, okay? But listen, like, sis was doing a lot. She was doing a lot, okay? She was doing a lot. Lil Junki Ho's working all types of odd jobs to save up to run away again. Like, he's done it before, apparently. But again, because his dad's just that abusive. His dad's a cop. Why? You know what? Why is that such a stereotype among cops? Like, why are they abusive to their family? Like, why is that a thing? Somebody let me know. I need the stats on that. Like, I feel like I should do a quick Google search and see, like, the stats on... Actually, you know what? I don't know if this is true. Like, this is literally like the first link that popped up. So don't... I'm not disparaging cops here. But it's showing that 40% of police officer families experience domestic violence. I don't know if that's true, okay? It's not me. So I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, listen, bestie. So he hangs up the call, and of course she said, right, he just clicked the phone up in her idol's face, and she wanted to sing for her. So then that's when Mocha gets the bright idea to make a music video, okay? She decides, you know what, you hung up my call, but I'm gonna make a music video. Sis doesn't even have a camcorder. So because Mans is like collecting all this money to try to run away again, she's like, here, I will give you exactly $3 to record me singing so I can send him my audition tape. And he like, you know what? Bet. This man suddenly becomes a whiz at audio and video production. And sis ends up with a masterpiece. Like, they got 7,000, 11,000, 11,000 different types of shots. They put together a masterpiece. But tell me why. Okay, her father, her sperm donor, tell me why he get drunk and beat good sis. He beats her, and so the next, like, once friend finishes his little editing together her video, he's all excited. He shows up to school looking for Mocha, and she not there. And it's because she got beat the night before. Yeah. So Junkiho is like, I didn't put in all this work for nothing. I'm not about to waste all my effort for nothing. So he sends the tape off for her because sis is like in a depression spiral. She's like, life isn't worth living. Everything sucks. Why do I even try? He sends it off for her and he leaves his number. Honestly, I almost shed a tear at that point. Like, you can't see tears on this AI, but know that at that point, I almost shed a tear. So he sends the tape off. Of course, Ranju hears her singing. Ranju hears my good sis, and she's like, "Oh, baby, that's a star. We need her. We need her right now. She needs to be here. Get her here now. That's my next project." They call Junkiho's phone. He answers, and he's like, of course, man's is kind of, excited because he felt his heart flutter. He had a Grinch moment. He had a Grinch moment. He felt his heart flutter for her. And his heart grew 10 times. Okay, let me shut up. Anyways, he fell for her while making the music video. And so now, he's running through the halls looking for her. He's like, Mocha, oh my God, Mocha. Girl, they want you. Sis is like, no. Sis says, no. She tells them folks, no, can't do it. Okay. So Junkiho was like, you know what? I'ma just get the details and save the details. She'll be there. Because he's going to talk some sense into her. And so he's like, you know what? You're obviously going through something. If you need to run, come get me. He gives her details, what to do, how to get him. And he's like, we're going to run away together. We're going to... How old are they? I don't even know how... These look like babies. They can't be older than like 15. Yeah. So she's like, you know what? F this Junkiho. Pack your bags. Let's go. Because you know what happened? Friend got beat again. Sis runs out of her house with no shoes on. No shoes. In the rain. She's out. Sis is out of there. She goes to get Junkiho and she's like, let's go. Tell me why her dad finds out she's trying to run away because some gossiping old man ratted them out. And he shows up to the dock like, Mocha girl, bring you back home. Our little Junkiho was like, look, I know I said I got you, but this is where I leave you. I could cry. Where the tissues at? Because I need them. He tries to solve the dad. So Junkiho literally gets off the ferry. Like, they're at the dock. They're getting ready. They're already on the ferry. He's like, I got money. I got food. Whatever you need, boo, I got you. He looks out the window and sees her dad pull up. And he's like, she ain't gonna make it. So man gets off the ferry. Listen to me. He gets off the ferry. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to make sure you make it safe. Doesn't say anything to her. Just gets off. And he goes to square up with her dad. If that ain't a man, listen, that is a man, okay? That is a man. A man, okay? But he get beat up. He is beat up. I'm sorry. He's on the floor. He tried, y'all. He tried so hard. He tried so hard. But he gets beat up. He gets left crumbled on the floor, and the dad is on the ferry. And he literally just pops up in Sis' window, like, on some real Jason vibes. I'm being real loud. Anyways, he pops up in her window on some real Jason vibes. Sis gets up and starts running. She chopping. They is like running all around that boat. She's trying to get away. Okay. And this is how you know it was a serious moment, because I giggled here. I do that with that type of conversation, but I was giggling. I'm so sorry, because it was so absurd. It was literally so absurd. But Sis was like, they're running all across the boat, and he corners her, and she's like, you know what? Forget this. I'd rather die than go home with you. And she flings herself off the boat. Literally off the boat. She flings herself off of the boat. Yeah, that is wild. And pretty much in credits here, we get a little flash forward to see Sis has been on this island forever. She's a grown woman. In the next couple of minutes, we also see poor Junki Ho in the hospital. But it was sad, y'all. I don't even know. This apparently took place in the 90s. Like, they filmed this in like the 90s. Well, they set the timeline. Obviously, they didn't film this in the 90s. They set the timeline in the 90s when parents had like crazy amounts of control over their kids. Not that parents don't have that control now, but it was really, to see that abuse triggered something in me. Like, I wasn't abused, but it triggered something in me, and I was sad to see that. But I'm excited to see what's next. Now, I know I'm supposed to be reviewing. This was more of a recap, okay? I don't even know how to feel. I couldn't even sit down and put together thoughts about what I felt about this show, because it had me all over the place. Like, what? Here I am thinking I'm just about to get some wholesome story about some rando who got stuck on an island and came back to be a pop star. We're starting with trauma, okay? Trauma. That's what it's giving us. Anyway, I'm excited to see what happens next. If Sis doesn't become some international superstar, then they failed. Netflix failed on the series. Anyways, are y'all watching this drama? Have you watched this drama on Netflix? Listen, I know we canceled Netflix, but everyone else started charging $75 just to watch old Nickelodeon shows, so I don't have any excuses. But tell me about it in the comments. Let's gossip about this mess, okay? My name is Key, and this has been my K-Drama Land. I'll see y'all in the next one.